offense active. Just not only people not active who be miles.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Reset.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Newton. Buying time to his left. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
I'll tell you about what I don't know why y'all don't do that, bro. I'll tell y'all what y'all should do, bro. Whenever y'all make the team.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tiger.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey.
Like, what I do, bro, like, don't go in there.
Right.
Post, like, the whole being a whole cat, but, all right, you guys can see everybody posting. What I would do, bro, every time I go in somebody's cat,
to throw on second down is Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
No lie, we tried him.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
And then I see, let me see if I scroll up a little bit. I see another user, T-Love or whatever. Y'all
Right.
I would click on y'all little face. Double. DM them like, hey, bro, try to get in the lead.
Throwing on third down, Smith.
How?
Hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his
He used to be
sin.
active as
He's
fuck,
taking
too.
a deep sigh of relief right now. And this one will
Yeah,
go
he
to
was
the
active as shit.
28-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Asshole.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I can't even hear what he said. He said, no.
Gun.
Smack, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm
Number 53, Mike 53. Great.
a Charger.
This is Clement. And a 42-yard
Pump my
line here,
ball.
brought down there. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
I didn't know he was allowed to
in their
go
own
for it.
territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Newton takes it himself. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Okay.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a first carry for their fullback. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yeah.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball,
let's go.
Get ball.
Push that nigga.
Kick is no good. He pushed it wide right off the mark, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Hey, back up.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
15. Liz. 12. Hey, back up. Where you at?
Off of play action, here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
What up, though? I'm out. We out here. We out here. All that fucking gang shit. We out here. Yeah, all that gang
live
shit.
with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarterback.
I'm in the franchise game right now, man. Yo. Don't talk to me like that, Jerome. I just told you I'm in a franchise game, bro.
I say you see your team here.
All right, Jerome. You know, I like that shit.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him down,
that nigga LA
is
stupid.
that 50-50 ball.
That nigga said, what's up,
receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
That nigga said, what's up, Sip?
Out of the gun, Newton being chased out left.
That nigga!
From behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Bitch ass nigga.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and
That
football
nigga said,
players,
what's up, Sip?
let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
D'Angelo,
Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a 1st.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
That sure is real.
Hey, back up. Hey, let's roll.
On 1st down, Smith steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
To throw is Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, my God.
For a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Smith.
Damn, dude.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Newton. And it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
You win. Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mismatches on the field.
To throw again, Newton. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
He
kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay one day.
Let's go! You strip! Let's go! You just strip!
And maybe that was
Tiger, uppercut, Tiger.
Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Orange. Check 26, check. Rip.
Smith now to throw. And this one is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now Newton. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. The shotgun snap for Newton. Dancing to his left. He can run. Can fire.
Oh, yeah,
he
fumble.
lost the football. It's out.
Tiger, uppercut, Tiger.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, let's roll. Hey, back up. Hey, watch the slant. 15. Let's go, 15.
Out of the gun, Smith. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
No, right. Yellow. 12.
Smith throwing again. This will be caught just inside the 10. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he dropped it.
Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing is Newton. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention. Because now you're in
Pump my ball.
So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Pump my ball, bro. Bruh, pump my ball, bro. Somebody tell that nigga to pump my ball, bro. Whoever broadcasting, whoever watching our broadcast, tell that bitch ass nigga to pump my ball, bro. You can't keep going for that shit, bro. Yeah, pump my ball, bro. Pump my ball. Pump my ball, bro. Oh, so you could go for a 4th and 1. Niggas ain't, yeah, I swear to God, bro. Niggas be cheating,
LA, bro, he on the way, bro. Hold up.
I swear for God.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
I'm gonna find out, bro. Cool. Whatever he wanna do. We out here, bro.
They will go for it.
Oh, that was a good play fake.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On the carry, here's Clement. He's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
We can go for 4th and 1. Okay.
Play action. It's Newton. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Keep trying me with your weak ass. Okay.
The Eagles on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm going to get a 4th down rule in the leg, bro.
From the gun, here's Newton.
Give me that, nigga.
In the air and intercepted.
Oh, he lucky.
Picked off at the 30.
Bitch ass, nigga. Nigga better stop fucking playing with me.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, come on, no one-handed.
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They should at least get me my one hand off.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Now I will be going for it. 4th and 1, bro.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Lets it go for Nelson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
Wabba-dop.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my
favorite
Jerome
subjects. Said he want all the smoke from your pussy ass right now.
You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Jerome.
And they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now they try the right side here. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And
Hey, Chargers was doing it.
He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Now, I guess.
Sometimes the philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and
know
long
it.
at the outset of this drive.
Go live.
He got hit.
And he's going to be intercepted a
Damn
third
it.
time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You broadcast, bro. You
broadcast.
Now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. He told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On second down, here's Newton. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route,
I wish I had a
something
franchise game.
short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys over
The pressure, Redskins.
Nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively.
Wow.
Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Killer. Killer. Pow, pow.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that
pow, pow.
Out, those guys have to touch the ball.
Look, fuck up. You can't smooth off that. Fuck up, nigga. Pow, pow. Pow, pow.
They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen
we know
on
what
the
we
field.
gotta do. I gotta take that nigga out this game, bro. Yeah, we gotta stress.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Smith, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Complete. It's Richardson.
That's right for this bitch ass man. You don't get you out that cover 2, pussy.
That goes for a
Don't
gain
get you out that
of
cover 2
31.
now, pussy.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Yeah, watch this. We're going to get him out that cover 2 right now, dog.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yeah, I don't care what you do. You keep dropping that nigga in the middle, all you want.
Now a first down throw, it's Smith.
Bro.
He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down.
Nigga, fuck your mom.
Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Smith.
Good way to hold on, baby. Good way to hold on, baby.
20 to the 19-yard line.
We're going to do it to him, baby.
Smith finding his big tight end
Read
read
about
for
that cover
Redskins
2, baby.
first. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the
Nigga,
gun.
fuck your mom. Oh, he was about to strip me. He was about to strip me. I'm glad. I am so glad his man came in for an extra tackle. He was about to strip me.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They come up in an offset eye.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be 6 yards shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Hey, back up,
Yeah.
back up, back up. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Here we go, check it loose. Check the ball, check the ball.
He'll get it up the middle.
What up,
and
though?
that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so look at, so I got 2 running backs, right? But I got Kareem Hunt and I got Grant. Kareem Hunt, bro, he's injured for 6 weeks, right?
Yeah.
But so that also makes only Jakeem Grant. He's the only running back I got.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. Now
I can do better.
They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2.
Oh, they
and this
just
Eagle
G'd
defense
me for
stands
this
tall
touchdown,
down near the goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A run, it's Clement.
Uh-oh. Safety, baby.
And you know,
Pow, pow.
in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're
Pow,
so
pow.
rare. Maybe they should be
They
worth
robbed
more
me
than
for
2,
a
maybe 4
motherfucking 6
points.
anyway.
I think he's got a great
I'll tell
point.
you
I
that.
really do, Brandon. but I would go ahead and up it to
Madden letting
6.
this
I'm a
nigga stay
former
in the
defender.
game, though.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now.
Word,
I'll
Madden
go
really
4.
letting
I don't
this
know
nigga,
about
like,
6.
Come on, come up to 6.
that
a lot
bullshit
of
ass
points.
cover, too. Don't get him out that
Smith
shit.
and the
though.
Redskins will come up now 1st and
Get that
10
nigga about that
at their 25-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Get that nigga about that shit.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Michael Bannon coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Hey, on. Let's go. 15.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
He's mine. Ready? Fire, DD. Slot. Hey, slot. Go left. Shift. Alert 3.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Forced out to his left. This, they get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
That's what you get, dude.
Picked off by Avonte
Right
Maddox.
towards that
And his guys are going to take over at the
right
34-yard line.
You look right at that nigga. Stand through it. Oh, well. Oh, stupid.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Monte!
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He
none of that
didn't,
up
so
there,
it's
you bitch
incomplete.
ass nigga.
Boy, that one really
Think
could have
again.
turned this
Yo,
thing
what up,
upside
dog?
down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of
Yeah.
tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
He said enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
I got something
Another
for this
throw on
bitch ass
2nd
nigga,
down, and this
bruh.
one
I'm
incomplete
telling you.
as well.
I knew he was about to scramble out that pocket with Cam, bro.
Big play coming up.
I know.
Here's
I hope
3rd and
this
10.
nigga
I would
brother
expect
ain't
to see some
fucking-
pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that's incomplete.
Not
Nigga,
only was
fuck
the
your
call spot
mama.
on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's
And
a
he
time to
missed
force it, he
it.
felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Pow,
Yeah,
pow.
exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Number 2,
Well, it's not the
again.
only reason they have a 0.
Yeah, I
The
feel like I'm
offense has
playing
been
Gator
bogged
right
down
now,
a few
bro.
times now, but it's certainly not
Real
helping the
talk,
cause
I
any
feel
at
like I'm
all.
playing
And
Gator
that
right
play
now,
going
bro.
absolutely nowhere as he's
This
belted
nigga
before
really
he
loves
could get out of the
Tampa, too, with all his
backfield.
heart.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was
Nah,
stopping
playing
the
some
run
nigga in
game.
this,
How have they done it so
my nigga Jay
successfully?
Showtime
To me,
league.
it seems that these guys really did a nice
Nigga
job
hasn't
of
left
paying
out of
attention
Tampa
during
too
the
all
scouting
game.
report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those,
Like,
they talk
every
about
play
the
been
top
Tampa
plays
too.
that these guys like to run. The best runs
like
for the
that shit,
top
though.
running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Right.
Alright, we gotta flip
Yellow.
it. We gotta mess this up a little bit.
Yellow.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Look
Damn!
at this. They get the turnover they
I
needed.
forced
It's
that bitch hard as
intercepted.
fuck.
Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will set up shop
nigga
in
Alex
enemy
Smith,
territory
bruh.
at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, bumming it up.
Now they'll run it on the
Dang, don't know where you
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is,
I done
he takes
fell down, bro. Like, I done fell down.
Pick up there at 22. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
That'll be real cute.
Out of the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build.
Let's go, man. We playing D, man.
The 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, he made it, too.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Watch what you do. This nigga making me revamp everything I'm doing to him right now. I like that, though, bro.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
15. Hey, back up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken.
Oh, man. What you doing, man? Trying to end this game, man. What it do?
Down at the line of scrimmage.
Nigga, take true. My dick. The 4th quarter, you bitch ass nigga. Suck
this is dick. 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Nigga said take off true clock.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
All right, baby.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens.
You wanna stay up in the house, baby. This 4th quarter, bitch.
15, yeah.
4th quarter. This 4th quarter, bitch.
Ready?
Bitch. This nigga brother telling me to take true clock off on. Nigga, fuck out of here.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith.
Nigga, fuck your mama. Riding with 300.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 to 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy
fuck your mama. Riding with 300.
I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
Yeah.
Keep flinging it. I'll just figure this out.
Well, the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. With 300. Likely put an end to this thing.
I said,
Throwing now.
Yeah.
He's going to flip one out here. Yeah. Back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a game of 6, and that ought to just about do it. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28.
Running with 300. With 300
The Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Eagles. Great game. Great game, kid. You gotta take it off. You gotta take it off.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Let the clock out.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Redskins, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
The reason why I said GG, because it was the defensive game. Garbage, bro. You get no respect. Niggas is mad. Niggas is mad.